He was one of the most eccentric voices in reggae. Known for his signature sing-jay style and mouse-like vocal tones, Eek-A-Mouse was a trailblazer. But behind the catchy melodies and international fame lies a dark stain that shook the reggae community to its core: a serious charge of rape in the United States. What really happened? Who is Eek-A-Mouse beyond the controversy? Let's dive deep into the life, career, net worth, and downfall of one of reggae's most unusual figures. Born Ripton Joseph Hilton in Kingston, Jamaica in 1957, Eek-A-Mouse came from humble beginnings. He was raised in the Waterhouse district, a gritty area known for birthing powerful reggae and dancehall voices. He wasn't always called Eek-A-Mouse. His stage name actually came from a racehorse he used to bet on, a small but fast animal he admired. But even before music, Hilton was academically inclined. He attended the University of the West Indies, majoring in accounting. Music, however, pulled him in. By the late 70s and early 80s, he exploded onto the Jamaican music scene with his distinctive style, a mix of sing-jay, reggae, and high-pitched vocal tricks that made him unforgettable. What set Eek-A-Mouse apart was his sound. He wasn't just singing, he was sing-jaying, a blend of singing and DJ-style chatting with bizarre vocal noises, scats, and mouse-like squeals. His breakout hit, Wa-Do-Dem, became a reggae anthem. Tracks like Ganja Smuggling, Anorexol, and Biddy Biddy Bang dominated sound systems in Jamaica and beyond. By the mid-80s, he wasn't just a local artist, he was an international superstar, performing in Africa, the UK, and the US. Reggae lovers adored his quirky style and conscious lyrics. He released over 15 albums, collaborated with legends like Sly and Robbie, and even made appearances in Hollywood films. Despite his public persona, Eek-A-Mouse has always kept his personal life mostly private. He is known to have children and has mentioned family in past interviews, but much about his domestic life has been kept under wraps. What we do know is that he has spent significant time living abroad, especially in the United States and Europe, building not just a career, but a family life far from the spotlight. The man behind the mouse persona is more reserved than his stage presence suggests, a blend of eccentricity and mystery. At the peak of his career in the 1980s and early 1990s, Eek-A-Mouse was one of the most booked reggae artists globally. His international appeal took him to festivals in Europe, Africa, the US, and beyond. He was a regular at Reggae Sunsplash and performed alongside major acts like Burning Spear, Black Uhuru, and Steel Pulse. With album sales, touring, merchandise, and music licensing deals, Eek-A-Mouse built a decent fortune. As of 2024, his estimated net worth is believed to be between $500,000 to $1 million US, though it's hard to confirm due to gaps in his public appearances and legal troubles. He may not be on the Forbes list, but his influence in reggae culture is invaluable. The world was stunned when news broke that Eek-A-Mouse had been charged with rape, kidnapping, and narcotics possession in North Carolina. According to reports, a woman accused him of assault in a hotel room after a performance. The allegations were serious, and he was arrested shortly after. Eek-A-Mouse denied the charges, claiming he was being falsely accused. He was released on bond, but failed to appear at a scheduled court hearing, prompting a fugitive warrant. For years, he avoided US authorities, reportedly hiding in Africa and Europe. Eventually, in 2021, he returned to the US and was arrested again. After a legal process that lasted over a year, many of the charges were either dropped or reduced. Some fans believe the whole situation was a setup, while others say it permanently damaged his reputation. Many promoters dropped him from shows. Radio stations stopped playing his music. For almost a decade, his legacy was tainted by silence and speculation. In interviews post-release, he maintained his innocence, claiming he was set up and unfairly treated by the system. Still, the damage was done. It's a reminder that in today's world, legal accusations, whether proven or not, can derail an artist's entire legacy. Despite the controversy, Eek-A-Mouse continues to perform. In recent years, he's made appearances at smaller reggae festivals and has released music sporadically. His legacy is complicated. A pioneer of the Singjay style, a man who helped change the sound of reggae, but also someone whose legal issues shadow his success. Can a man be separated from his music? That's a question fans continue to ask. Now, let's get into some facts you probably didn't know about Eek-A-Mouse. 1. He was studying at the University of the West Indies and was considered one of the brightest in his class. Imagine that, the king of Wa-Do-Dem crunching numbers instead of crushing stages. 2. Bob Marley's label once turned him down. In the early days of his career, Eek-A-Mouse reportedly tried to get signed to Tuff Gong, the label founded by Bob Marley. But executives didn't know what to do with his weird vocal style, and they passed on him, calling it too unorthodox. Years later, those same executives admitted they missed out on something revolutionary. 3. He believes in aliens. In a rare 2004 radio interview in Europe, Eek-A-Mouse claimed he once saw a UFO while touring in South Africa. He said the ship hovered silently over a desert plain, then vanished at impossible speed. Whether true or not, he believes extraterrestrials exist and says the government is hiding it. 4. He wrote a hit song after a breakup. One of his lesser-known tracks, No Problem, was written after a real-life heartbreak. According to Eek himself, a woman he loved left him while he was on tour. The lyrics came pouring out in a hotel room in Paris. No pen, no paper, just pain and a mic. 5. He survived a robbery attempt in Nigeria. While touring Africa in the late 90s, Eek-A-Mouse and his team were held at gunpoint near Lagos, Nigeria. Armed men tried to rob their van after a show. According to a crew member, Eek-A-Mouse calmed the situation by singing, "No Joke," and made the attackers laugh enough to let them go. True story from a backup musician who was there. 6. A lost album exists. Rumors persist about a lost Eek-A-Mouse album recorded in the early 2000s with European producers. It was supposed to feature reggae mixed with electronic beats. But after his legal troubles started, the project was shelved, and the master tapes are allegedly sitting in a Berlin studio, never released to the public. Eek-A-Mouse is slowly rebuilding. He performs at smaller venues, reggae festivals in Africa, and independent events in Europe. In 2023, he released new music, though it hasn't charted. His fan base remains loyal, but far smaller than before. He's working on a documentary about his life and legal battle, hoping to clear his name and tell his side of the story. But for many, the man once known for playful lyrics and stage magic is now remembered for something far darker. From rising as a musical oddball to being an international reggae ambassador, and then falling into a shadow of controversy, Eek-A-Mouse's life is a story of highs, lows, and unresolved questions. What do you think? Can we separate the artist from the allegations? Drop your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more raw, unfiltered stories from the dancehall and reggae world. This is Black Life Elite Artist and their network. Until next time, stay real, stay informed, and stay elite.